welcome to another episode of Mindset Reset. I'm the host with the most, Doc Mike Favors you all, and I'm just happy and grateful to be here to share this message with you on pivoting and why it's so important that we pivot. But before we do, I want to give a shout out to all the new subscribers you all. We don't take it lightly that you join our community, and obviously we're about to pivot, and some of you all having been with me a while, you're seeing that the content and things we're releasing is changing, but we're still in this space. But we just have to now set the pivot. So let me just share this with you all. When we talk about pivoting is so very important because sometimes in life, when you're down and going down a certain road, we have to understand that there are times when what we were doing in the past may not be conducive to where we want to go in the future. And I've learned this from many mentors, the same way I'm speaking to you now, the same way I'm talking to you and sharing this with you. One of my mentors used to tell me all the time that, you know what, if you think about pivoting and you put your goals and things that you're called to do in a proper perspective, you will realize that the proper goal will provide you with the necessary incentive to grow in awareness. Now, when we talk about awareness, you all, it's very important that you understand that you are in the situation that you're in because of your level of awareness. So if you're not aware that the time to pivot has come, and the word pivot, you all, simply means, out of a few definitions, it really means just to stop what you're doing and change course or change direction. It almost means, to simplify, means to make a U-turn, okay? So what my mentor presented to me was the fact that I was where I was when I was going through his course. He said, you're presently at a perfect expression of infinite power if you make yourself more aware of what's to happen. And in order to stay aware, you all, in order to understand and to recognize when it's time to pivot, whether it's in business, whether it's relationships, partnerships, it doesn't matter what it is. But every now and then, when you understand, you recognize it's time to pivot by looking at the times that surround you. You have to pay attention to the numbers. One of the wisest men I heard say, numbers don't lie. And because numbers don't lie, we understand that we have to check the vitals, guys. We got to check on the numbers, the economic numbers, the political numbers, the financial arena, everything that has to do with your sphere of influence. Sometimes you got to check the numbers. And so we are finding that in the space we're in, even with the new launch of Apple's new goggles that they're doing, you all, something is getting ready to happen, and they're preparing for something that many people say they don't even know if these phones are going to be needed in just a little while. Imagine that in the next year or 2, 3 years, we'll be able and outfitted with apparatus that you can wear around your eyes, and you can see things and just move things where you won't even need a phone. And all the things that we do on these phones, those applications will be in the device. Well, that's what they're creating. That means, you all, that telecommunications is about to pivot. And so if we are paying attention and you're aware of the things that's happening, even in the business sector, I'll say this and give a shout out to my Nova Techians, all of you all who continue to follow us. You all are seeing that we're having to pivot. Okay, I'm going to be the first to tell you, and I'll do another video about that. But we have to pivot. We had to pivot. And so therefore, we are now looking into other investments. Y'all, it just comes with the territory. It's not about pointing the finger at this person or slandering that person. We all had a decision to make. I'm still in the game. Some of you all are still in the game, and that game is a finance, the game of life. But at the end of the day, we all realize and know that when you're in that space, at least the crypto space, you have to learn how to pivot. And when you learn how to pivot, that means you do things a certain way. Great book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Waddle, says that wealth doesn't come quickly by doing things one big thing. Wealth comes by doing things consistently a certain way. I'm going to say that again. Wallace Waddle in his book, The Science of Getting Rich, says wealth isn't accumulated on one big score. You have to understand that wealth is accumulated by doing things a certain way over a period of time, right? So that means it's the level of consistency. What I'm saying today is that in order to pivot and recognize that it's time to pivot, you got to be aware of your surroundings, you all. And that's what's most important. So I'm going to leave it with this. As you become more consciously aware of your oneness, okay, with this power that we call in the world of growth and development, we call it infinite power. When you become aware, when you're consciously becoming aware of the oneness with infinite power within you and within the certain things in terms of laws of expression, that awareness will be reflected in your results. So every aspect of your life is a mirror reflection of your own level of awareness. Awareness will help you pivot. Awareness will help you see things that you couldn't normally see. Okay. And so if you're wondering how to pivot or how do we know what's going on, sometimes you don't. But when it happens, you have to respond. Okay. And the response to things not going your way, not getting the results that you want to get on a continuous basis, then you got to pivot. So as always, you all, I'm Mr. Positive. This Doc Favors. If this content was a blessing to you, as always, you all hit the channel. And I will say this, you all, you know we are about to pivot. That's why I'm teaching this piece right here. But you all stay tuned. Don't forget to check the links down below. You know, we still in some investments. Some we talk about, some we don't talk about. But at the end of the day, y'all, take time and scroll through the description section below. And then you'll see some of the things that we're in, and you can make your decision as you will. But at the end of the day, you all, hey, let's remember to stay positive on purpose, and we'll see you next time.